Hello again. So, turns out a few people have actually watched this, so don't know. Right then, a little update from the weekend's video. On the previous video, I said that I was off to go look at a trailer. Unfortunately, I didn't come home with it. I got there and it was a caravan chassis, an old caravan chassis. It had been stripped apart, but I got there. Brakes were seized on, so there was no way that I was going to tow it home. And the frame itself was it was pretty much like a noodle. It was wibbly wobbly, and there was no way that I could see, or even if it was a different caravan chassis, that was something that I was going to use to base a trailer off. So I came home without it. Yeah, it wasn't going to be the right thing. Not all is lost. I have spoken or been chatting with the chap who is giving us the hulls, and he has said that he's got a trailer for sale. It's a lot more expensive than I wanted to spend on it, but it sounds pretty cool. Galvanized chassis, flatbed, a rack to hold the mast, various other bits. So it does sound interesting. It would save a lot of effort having to take a trailer up there and bring it back. So that could be an option. We've actually delayed picking up the hulls. I was going to pick them up in the next couple of weeks, but with holidays and various other things going on, we've decided to postpone that probably until the start of September now. He's away, I'm away, so it's no biggie. Got plenty of stuff to be working out and figuring out beforehand, so yeah, just have to get on with those things instead. In the workshop today, been doing a few bits and bobs. As you can see here, one of my favourite tools is a CNC machine, which I created and built myself from scratch, maybe six or 7 years ago, maybe a few more, mainly for building surfboards and stand-up paddleboards. It's quite long. It is 6 meters long in total, so hopefully that is going to come in pretty handy with this boat project. I'm thinking once I get the hulls back here, we'll sit it on the CNC and we will measure what we can and try and get it into CAD. Not amazing on CAD, but I should be able to get the hulls in, and then we can play around with ideas and whatnot on there. Kind of got two trains of thought at the moment. Do we go more of like a day sailor, big dinghy style, and make it foiling, make it lightweight, or do we go more down the sort of weekend overnighter and try and add a bit more volume to the center hull, build out the sides perhaps, try and get a berth or two in there? Can't quite decide which way I'm going to go. We have got these molds for the equivalent of the center hull, but I believe a reduced freeboard of about 9 inches versus the one that is already been made. So I have got that option if I wanted to make another center hull that was more racy, maybe. I can't decide. Throw some comments down below on what you think I should go for. It's a tough one. Is there a combination of the two that I can kind of do without sacrificing too much? I don't know. But yeah, so that's probably one of the big decisions, but we can play around with that a little bit more once once we get the hulls back here and a good look at them. Going back to it, I'm sat in the workshop here. I thought I'd show you a few of the bits and bobs that I've done in the past and what I kind of do. I've just had a blank. Basically, I use a CNC for cutting surfboard blanks, and I'm gonna insert a video of a really cool surf ski that I've just done. Surf ski, wave kayak, I don't know, for a company. So just cut that. But then I also do I do a lot of wing foiling myself. So this is a wing foiling board that I've cut for myself. And then I've also got one over here which is in the process of being glassed. I vacuum bagged the bottom on the weekend, and I need to do the deck. I'm trying to do that so that I can take it away with me on holiday in a couple of weeks. For those that obviously don't know me, I've done a lot of paddleboarding and stuff in the past, and I was one of the early adapters in the UK to surf stand-up foiling. Before the whole wing foiling thing came about. So I did a lot of playing around building my own foils. Thought I'd show you a couple of them here. This one here was designed by myself. It's a hollow wing. I 3D printed some molds for it, and built a spar down the center and whatnot there, tail wings as well. And then this was literally one of the first surf foils in the UK, really, I think, pretty much, well, parts of it anyway. The mast was vacuum bagged over a foam core, and actually for its time was incredibly stiff, and still actually is. I was pretty impressed with how that turned out, and how I laminated it. So yeah, had a fair bit of time playing around with that sort of stuff. So hoping that when it comes to trying to get this boat to fly, it's not going to be impossible. I've got 3D printers, a laser cutter, stuff like that to help with making molds and the project. So along with the CNC, so it's not going to be impossible. It's the design and getting that side of things right, I think, really. But the actual fabrication of stuff, I'm not too worried about. I can pretty much lend my hand to most things. So quite excited about that. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's not impossible, I don't think. So yeah, so it's been a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping to say, yeah, I've got a trailer, look, we can go off and get these hulls and get the boat back here and underway, but just got to sit tight and hopefully get something sorted or drum up some cash to buy this other trailer. Yeah, that's pretty much where we are. I've got to go off and do a night shift tonight, so not really looking forward to that. It's probably going to wipe me out for the next couple of days. But maybe I will start drafting some things up on CAD from what I can guess from the images that I've got. Start having to play with that. I know I want to start making a dolly for the hulls to sit in for when I do get them, and then a few other projects which I just need to get finished up before I can start on the boat. But yeah, anyway, there you go, little update. Throw any comments, ideas or anything down below, and I will see you in the next one.